So this is episode 24. It is not in order because I did record this episode already. However, YouTube did not allow me to upload it because it wasn't compatible. So that's annoying. So we're just going to re-record it again. Hopefully we can have that same great episode that we did before. But anyway, maybe aloha. I don't remember what I said before. Aloha. Welcome back to the Reading is Phenomenal, RIP, AP Lit podcast. I'm your host, Maggie No, and we're jumping right into chapter 4. And in this chapter, we really got to meet some of our developing main characters. We have Bernard Marx, an Alpha Plus, someone who's highly intelligent and basically the highest caste. And he's highly intelligent and he works for the hatchery as a psychologist. But he is an Alpha Plus who some say may have accidentally had some alcohol shot into him as an embryo. He's smaller than other Alphas, he's not as confident, and he is just different than everybody else. He's embarrassed when he talks about sex, he wants close personal bonds, not ties with the state. He likes privacy. His emphasis on individuality, I imagine, is what built his self-consciousness. It just made him feel really, really out of place because everybody else is so about contributing to society and doing whatever they want at that moment, being around huge people, just huge amounts of people, and Bernard does not feel this way. However, Bernard did invite Lenina Crown to go to New Mexico with him for a week. And Lenina is a beta who's a technician at the hatchery. She's popular and pretty, and she knows a whole lot of people, and she is basically the perfect example of what an English woman should be. And she meets up with Bernard on an elevator, or they're calling it a lift, so I think it's an elevator, and she publicly accepts his invitation to go to New Mexico, something that is normal, but Bernard sees as embarrassing, and he wishes that she had done this in private, and that they could talk about this in private. And this is confusing to Lenina because she doesn't see anything embarrassing about this. This is just what people are supposed to do, and it kind of almost immediately makes her regret accepting it. But she goes anyway. She sticks with it. And so that's just another thing. People don't have private lives here. Everything they do is public. And there's kind of a saying that the only private thing that people do is sleeping. And so Lenina is just somebody who doesn't like private conversations. It's just not fun for her. But interrupting this encounter is a lift manager who keeps repeating roof, because they had reached the roof of the building, which was sunny and warm. And this was actually kind of important because it was our first encounter with the lowest caste, or the Epsilon minus, which is basically a semi-moron. And we kind of see the contrast. Lenina goes off into the sunny roof and runs away with her other date, Dr. Henry Foster. They fly away on our helicopter while this guy is stuck on an elevator, and he sees the sun, he sees the roof, and he is astounded. He just doesn't want to, he just thinks it's so beautiful, and it's kind of it's a metaphor to just seeing how trapped the lower caste really are, and how they are kind of just people. They're doing the handyman jobs that really do keep the society running because it is a consumer-based society, and they're basically just having the higher caste abuse them and take advantage of them while they are trapped in this elevator, just going up and down, just living through the motions of life. And so, but Lenina gets off onto the roof, runs away with her other date, Dr. Henry, the employee we left before with the director, and they leave behind a gloomy Bernard, who is not happy to see her go off with another man. And in this scene, we are introduced to Soma, or the drug dispensed by the government that is taken to escape pain and inflate happiness and sense of self. A man named Benito, who is described as always sunny and cheerful, offers Bernard some, which Bernard scurries away from him and the offer. And that is just another event where we see Bernard out of place and annoyed because Benito's like, wow, that dude's weird. Everybody loves Soma. And it's weird to reject it. Another time when we see Bernard feeling out of place or annoyed is when he orders some Epsilon attendants to help him with his helicopter, and they refuse to listen to him because of his size. Alphas are usually bigger, they're usually taller, but Bernard is not, and they don't listen to him, they don't respond to him because of that, and so he gets frustrated with that. And we then see Bernard fly his plane off to see his friend Helmholtz Watson at the propaganda house, and we will see Watson isn't an outcast, but he does feel the same way about Bernard in individuality, and we will talk about this on the next podcast. Thanks for listening. It's been a great time. See you next time. All right.